Hello and welcome to Weird Around Illinois. Today we're going to talk about ghost hunting equipment, and specifically questionable ghost hunting equipment. The stuff that, maybe isn't as mainstream as the other stuff that maybe works, but we have some doubts about. So let's talk about it, and let's get weird.
Yeah, and the first one that we'd like to talk about is probably the most popular one on this list, the Ovilus, or just a talker, or the talker. It's essentially a device that, it's kind of like a handheld thing that is a library full of phrases or words, and in theory, the words can be projected, brought up by spirits using energy in some way, which isn't fully understood, but that's just what people claim. This was apparently invented by Bill Chappell, and some models, it seemed weird because it reached a word limit. From my research, it only went up to 2,048 words stored in the total database. I have no idea why it wouldn't be more than that, since there's like 5 different models, with the newest one going for $600.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me kind of similar in theory to a spirit box, where you've got like this supply of words. Like in a spirit box, they'd come through radio transmissions, but in this case, it comes from a word database.
Right.
And you're expecting the spirit to touch the device with its energy and select the words it wants to use. Is that basically it?
Yep. That's it.
Seems to me there should be like simple phone apps that could do that.
Yeah?
I bet there are, to be honest. I mean, most of them are probably fake, but
Yeah, boy, that's a high price tag for 2,048 words.
yeah.
And I know, we've talked about this before, but which are those words? Because the right 2,048 words could really skew your investigation.
Mm-hmm.
If every one of those 2,048 words is some sort of dark, foreboding, death, destruction, get out, that kind of thing, and
It's framed to be pretty bad, to be something scary but really fake.
yeah, I don't think I'd spend $600 on that.
Yeah, me neither.
And I'm not sure that if somebody came to me and told me that they found a spirit using the Ovilus box, that I'm necessarily going to believe that they interpreted what that spirit had to say correctly. Because the spirit could have wanted to tell you that it really misses ice cream, and the only words available to it could have been frozen cold death.
Oh, good.
No.
Then another one that, I came across, this one's a little bit less rare, but or a little bit more rare. The dead bell. Essentially, use an advanced, quote, magnetometer to detect changes in electromagnetic fields. When significant fluctuation occurs associated with paranormal activity, the bell rings and, goes off. It seems a little bit loud and scary, so that's the paranormal investigators off. It goes for $200 for just a bell.
Unfortunately, I only had 1 year of electrical engineering, so I can't tell you the difference between a magnetometer and an electromagnetic forces detector, but I gotta believe they're awfully similar. And you can get an EMF detector for $15.
Yeah.
It may not ring a bell for you.
Yeah, I'm sure you could wire that up to work somehow. Or, there's coding today.
Yeah.
Put that together.
True. I don't know. Do you guys feel like you need a bell to tell you when there's a spirit around?
No.
Not really, no.
Yeah, maybe that's another $200 I'll save.
Yeah, and, it's kind of the same thing as, the theory with the cat balls, or the other thing you got was the...
Oh, yeah, the REM pod.
Yeah, REM pod. It's just, sensory. If it puts energy in its area or applies energy to it, it'll go off. The same as the other things. So why spend an extra $200 on it?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what a lot of these electronic devices are doing. They're just basically trying to provide a canvas for the ghost or spirit or shadow person or whatever to express itself by sending its energy into whatever device you've got and causing it to light up or make a sound or say a word or whatever. I mean, you probably accomplish the same thing by bringing a flashlight.
Yeah. And no need to oversimplify it.
Yeah. So a more physical device that we find a little questionable is the thing called the infinity deck. And that's like this collection of black discs with words written on it like yes or no or maybe or don't ask again or stop. You know, there's a couple different ways that people set these things up, but basically it's designed to give you some answers. I guess I don't have a problem with that concept as much as I do with the application. I've used a pendulum before, and I've used dowsing rods before, and those basically provide the same information for you, yes, no, maybe. But I guess deep down I feel like those devices are using my subconscious mind to answer the question, as opposed to a spirit answering the question. And maybe it's the same with the infinity deck. Maybe subconsciously you're shuffling them in a certain way so that the ghosts are influencing your subconscious to stack them up.
That's the theory, but to me, it's all just statistics when it comes to just shuffling. I mean, unless you're intentionally, peeking at it like subconsciously somehow and then mixing it a certain way, I don't think anyone's gonna do that unless they're faking it.
Right.
It sounds like RNG to me, just randomized.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a greater possibility of getting random answers from an infinity deck than there is from like a pendulum or the dowsing rods. I mean, those are pretty clear cut when you're getting an answer.
Yeah.
I keep thinking as we talk about this of the old magic 8-ball. Where you just shake it and turn it and ask again later. You can never get an honest answer out of that thing. But
yeah,
I don't know how much an infinity deck costs, but I'm guessing a magic 8-ball is cheaper. Maybe just bring one of those with you.
Yeah, you'll have the same chance.
Yeah.
And next is the Devil's Toy Box. Which, imagine a hollow cube, but the interior of it is sealed with mirrors in all directions. The idea of this is to trap a demon or spirit in the mirror box, as if it's a constantly looping portal. You put a microphone in it, and some have claimed to hear voices from it after listening to the footage. Apparently, it costs around $60.
Yeah, still, it's not horrible, I guess, compared to the other ones, but it's
I've got mixed feelings on this one. First of all, it's not really a ghost hunting device. It's more of a ghost trapping device.
Yeah.
It's kind of the equivalent to the Ghostbusters trap that they throw out under the ghost and hope for the best.
Yeah.
But, we do generally accept the concept that spirits can be trapped in mirrors or use mirrors as portals. Right. We've even had a little bit of personal experience with that, so I guess this isn't the craziest idea I've ever heard. My only question is, how the heck do you get the spirit into the Devil's Toy Box?
Yeah, that's the main problem. Who knows how to really, retain or contain some demon? Yeah. There's just a mirror, like a cube that you open and then close. It's not going to keep the demon.
Yeah, if anything, this one looks like something too complicated for like a novice ghost hunter to use. I mean, this is for a pro. This is when you got the Ghostbusters out there, or you got some medium who's been hunting ghosts for 30 years, or some professional exorcist from the Catholic Church. Maybe they can make good use of this, but I don't think this is something you want to buy on the internet and just go hauling it out to your first haunted house. That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
And even if it is real, you could get cursed if you're trapping a spirit.
Right. Because, sooner or later somebody's going to open the box. And, who knows, you could have 9 angry demons in there. And,
that was a whole Ghostbusters movie plot line.
Right.
But all the spirits out and it's all over.
Right. Yeah. So $60 is a reasonable price, but I don't think it's a good idea.
Nope.
The last one on our list is the GR-S2 laser grid.
Oh, that sounds impressive.
Yeah.
It was just a model.
It apparently uses a kaleidoscope effect and creates a big grid where somehow you'd be able to identify a spirit or a figure, like moving or shifting little dots.
Oh, okay.
And it goes for around $290.
Wow. I got an easier way to do that. Smoke bomb.
Yeah. How much do those go for?
40 cents.
All right. We're set.
Yeah. Somebody was just telling us about that. Was it was it Lon Strickler or did I see this on a show? Somebody was talking about like smoke and seeing ghosts outlines in the smoke. It may have been on a show I was watching.
Yeah, I think it was. Lon wasn't a big fan of the fog.
Yeah, that's true. He pretty much shot down the whole fog theory.
Yeah.
But the idea is that the smoke moves around the outline of the ghost. And that's pretty much the same theory we've got here with this laser thing, where it's going to kind of cut around the outline of the spirit. And if it works, that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's $290 cool, though. Especially not if a smoke bomb accomplishes the same thing.
No.
Or a smoke machine. That's actually what I heard. It wasn't a smoke bomb. It was somebody had a fog machine.
Oh yeah, those things go crazy, and I don't really know how much they cost, but
Yeah, I don't think. Well, maybe they are $290, but at least you'd have better uses for it than the laser grid.
maybe like a really big one would be that much, but I'd assume maybe like a 50 to 100.
Maybe, yeah.
I guess to a small one.
Yeah, you're probably right. Or you could just get, a tub of dry ice and pour some water in it, and you could do it a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another one. I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. I don't know for sure if it works. I've never seen a ghost outlined by a laser grid, but I just don't know that it's the most cost-effective way to do that.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that, we're kind of poking some fun at some devices here, but the bottom line is that all ghost hunting devices are a little bit weird. And there are a lot of things that can be used as ghost hunting devices. I mean, we met a guy who basically had a bunch of stuffed animals that were ghost hunting devices or ghost triggering devices. And, whatever works. If you're comfortable with one of these things, that's great. Or if you're comfortable with something that doesn't cost $600, that's even better.
Yeah. I mean, something as simple as cat balls you can use.
Yeah.
And they don't even have to be designed for ghost hunting.
No. The cat ball actually looked mysteriously like a fishing device that I used called a light up bobber. I'm wondering if they just modified it so that it would be easier to activate. It looked like the exact same darn thing.
Yeah, well, a lot of them are bigger, but I just happened to buy some really small one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, do you guys think any of these are worth buying? Or maybe the purpose is worth it for the cost? I don't know.
Probably not. It's too expensive.
Yeah, with our meager budget, I don't see us buying any of these things. I mean, if we cashed in that big time internet money that we got, I think we still couldn't afford half the things on this list. But the ones that we could afford, I'm pretty sure we can jury rig something a lot cheaper that'll work as well or almost as well.
Okay. Well, with that said, with the budget thing, make sure to like and subscribe. Maybe
tell your friends.
Yeah.
we're gonna work toward that $600 Ovilus thing that we don't need.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and if you guys have anything paranormal that you want to tell us about that you've experienced, we have a form in the description. And that's about it.
As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing.